Welcome, I'm Jessica Lombard, Associate Superintendent.
And I'm Superintendent John Berkey, and this is Huntley 158 Today. Well, we got a couple big things coming up, Jessica, this weekend. First of all, Monday is Halloween. It's hard to believe it's here already.
Oh, one of my favorite things
But look,
to decorate for.
I've got some
And I'm
orange,
dressed for it
and
as well.
we're definitely dressed for Halloween on Monday. But even more importantly, before Halloween comes on Monday, we have a great production that's going to be in the PAC this weekend. It's actually going to be Shakespeare.
Macbeth, correct?
Absolutely, yeah.
Very excited, and we have a few guests here today to talk about that upcoming show. We have Ben and Ava, two of our students, as well as one of our faculty members and director of the show, Mrs. DeFrancesco. So as Dr. Berkey talked about, we are doing a Shakespeare play, Macbeth, and that's something a lot of high schools don't tackle, Shakespeare. Tell us about why the selection and how challenging this has been for our students.
I'm a big believer in that if the students aren't learning anything, there's no point in doing it. So I try to create challenging productions and challenging opportunities for them. Last year they did the first Shakespeare, I think it's been done here in a very long time, if ever. We did Midsummer and Midsummer Night's Dream, and it was wildly successful, and the kids were very excited about it. So they went from kids who were like, I don't want to do Shakespeare, to like, what's next? Asking me to read certain plays, and So we had an opportunity to compete last year, and I said, you guys want to do something crazy, because we could take Hamlet, and they were all very excited about that. And we ended up placing at sectionals. We went to state. We were the first time Huntley ever went to state, and we ended up taking 5th overall in the state with a really, really scaled down version of Hamlet. So after that, they came to me and said, we want to do more Shakespeare, and we want to do Macbeth, we want to do Macbeth, we want to do Macbeth. Probably because a lot of them were reading it as it's part of the sophomore curriculum. And so anytime that kids want to do challenging theater, I'm going to create that opportunity for them to do that challenging theater. And Macbeth is a very challenging piece.
So Ben, you are Macbeth, right?
Sir.
So you are the lead role. Let's go back a little bit. You've been involved in theater for a while. When did you first get involved in theater, and what got you interested in it?
Well, I really didn't actually know, what I was going for, mostly in middle school. And then one day I took a drama class. I think it was actually required in 8th grade to take that drama class, and I just loved it. It just took off, and she said, you've got some, so why don't you try and do performance readings, which was Mrs. Burkhalter's little speech team type of thing. Yeah, right. So I did that, and my first time performing, I took first place at performance readings. And I was like, let's try it some more. So I went out for the play, and that was a little bit of, it was Shakespeare originally, but then, we made it middle school friendly and cut it down a little bit, which was Much Ado About Nothing, and I was Clark Claudio in that. And then from there, it went on, and I just, I found her because of speech team, and she picked me up, and she just kind of threw me out into the world, and here I am now.
And Ava, you're the stage manager. What does that mean? What does that entail?
It means that I assist the director. I'm not the assistant director. I just assist the director. And I just do a lot of small tasks like taking attendance and making sure if there's a conflict or whatever, somebody has to go somewhere, that's taken care of, everybody knows, and just writing down blocking if anybody's gone. But then when the show actually starts, then every single cue that goes off, I call it to the other technicians that are all around the facility to make sure everything's going tech-wise.
Now you're a senior. Are you interested in going into theater when you go on from Huntley High School?
Yes, I love both theater and film, and I'm looking at schools where I can either major one, minor one, or double major because I just love the art form of theater, and for the differences than it is of film, and that's why I'm obsessed with it. And a lot of that came out of working with Miss DeFrancesco. So yes, I am looking to pursue theater.
Do you have any idea where you're going to go?
I really want to go into NYU and other schools considering are Northwestern, USC.
And Ben, you're a junior, so you've got a little bit of time to think about that. But do you think you'll go on into theater or something related when you go into college and on into a career?
Yeah, related to theater. That's the goal. Obviously, it's very, very hard. It's a hard business to get into. It's probably one of the toughest ones out there. It's very, very small. And yeah, that's the goal. The main goal is to get into film, to be, out in Hollywood. I want to go out to California for college or New York, and then maybe get into, theater in Broadway and other theaters around New York. But yeah, I'm still a junior, still time to think about it.
So the show's this weekend. Can you give us some details about when it's going to be, how people get tickets? Because we'd love to have a great turnout. So.
Sure. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, shows start at 7 o'clock. Tickets are $5, general admission. I think the fear that people have with Shakespeare is that, oh, it's boring, it's confusing. And yeah, it really can be boring and confusing if it's not done right. But I'm a big believer in that Shakespeare should be about spectacle and music and clashes of the human will. And and like I tell people, if you're gonna come and you don't like it, I'll give you your money back. That's fine. It's a money back guarantee that you're going to enjoy this show because it is amazing. And I have a great lead actor. I've got a fantastic lead actress, Leslie Allen. But I have a cast that is so tight and so sharp that right now, and hopefully this continues on, but there have been an amazing talent pool to pull from in this school. They just didn't know they could do it.
Well, I think we have a great theater department at Huntley High School and also, in our middle schools. And I think it's great that you're doing Shakespeare. I think that is taking our kids to another level and an experience that kids in many high schools don't get. So I, for one, look forward to seeing the show this weekend and seeing you in it, seeing the great stage direction that you do. So I want to really thank you for being on our show today.
And thank you for joining us at Huntley 158 today. If you have future guests you'd like to see on our show, you have topics you'd like to have discussed, or you have questions you'd like an answer to, please reach out to us at our District 158 Facebook page or Twitter, #Ask158. Have a great day.